so here is me setting up my honeypot. Honeypot is when you have a weaker base that is going to look more appetizing to an enemy. For, in this case, we're going into Valiant here soon. Valiant Conquest. Now we are 791, and we are heavily outgunned. So this will be an interesting event. But setting up my honeypot, as I mentioned, I am 46 kilometers away. There I am. And we are marching all the way up here. Oh my goodness, that's giving me... Ooh, that was hard to watch. But I've got 1 minute till I arrive. My troops arriving are going to be my T11s with my lineup. I want to say it said I had 740% attack boost, so usually whenever people jump into here for their attack, that's when they, sometimes they'll scout first, sometimes they'll attack first, but if they scout first, I already have this account set up to have, well, down here you'll see what my current account base is set up as. Attack boost, defense boost, and 12-hour anti-scout, and then my 8-hour shield, so that way no one can attack my main base, so I more than likely will go unnoticed because I'm shielded. Shielding does not make me invisible, but a lot of people tend to overlook bases when they're shielded. What they will see, in fact, let me switch accounts to the one I'm honeypotting. So this is what pops up. This is what you would normally see when you first come in. There should have been blue, but I think it means that's because it's because I arrived. So down here, again, you see, tablet doesn't quite have the same touch field. So 25 attack, defense, anti-scout. That way if someone does try to scout my base, they won't see that I have those T11s. Because at this base strength, I'll go in. So 23 is the strongest I can build. My HQ is 23, which means the highest building I can have is a 23. So at 26 is when they unlock the next level. So at 23, I can only produce T8s. So people are going to see that the most I can produce is up to a T8. And like I said, that's where it becomes more appealing. So when they try to attack with their own T8s or 9s or even 10s, my T11s are right over here, chillaxing. Force. There they are. So that is the honeypot. Now the real goal is to look appealing, so that's why I've picked kind of the further off corner, and I was actually somebody here, which is kind of nice. Hopefully they are either inactive or don't pay attention to me, because sometimes players like to attack in state and cause problems. So I hope that doesn't happen, because that would really mess things up for that person especially. But that is my honeypot. You want to make it look appealing to an opponent. Make it as strong as you possibly can by having an ally, especially if you happen to have your own strong ally. If you don't, you can honeypot for someone else. Either be the honeypot or be the strong bonus. I do recommend, if you are the honeypot, always activate anti-scout, because you don't want to accidentally betray the person defending you by being openly visible and allowing other people, other enemies, to see. I mean, ultimately, if my guy here, 35, if another 35 were to land there, scout him, be able to successfully scout him, there's a good chance they would have T11 riders, which would immediately destroy my base, my people, because that is how the triangle of damage works. Fighters are weak against riders, which are then weak against shooters, which are then weak against fighters again. So I've learned that most people will actually start off the war sending shooters into bases, because most players anymore like to buff up riders as being their main. But my main has always been fighters for this account. Ace up here, I tried to make primary as shooters. So that is my extensive tutorial on the honeypot.